Days of mass communication. Now, to remedy this, Rewired Africa Network put up a media literacy mentorship to draw a spotlight on the impact on the society.
Media literacy is such an important skill for the youth to have. The youth are so bombarded by information, and the sources of information that are coming at the youth today are multiplied many, many times over than in the past. And so understanding what is fact and what is opinion is a really important skill, because those lines have been really blurred. And so giving these students the skills to be able to discern that, but not only that, for them to take their knowledge as ambassadors in their homes, to their families, to their friends, to their schools, will help disseminate this message, because it is a really important skill for the future leaders of this country.
We are concerned about our society. We were born here, we were bred here, so whatever happens here affects us. Media literacy is something that is a state of understanding that we as a society is supposed to have, so that one way or the other it mitigates or reduces the incidences of insecurity, and the way we relate with each other, and the way we confront each other, and the way we even relate to our everyday problems. When people are older, it becomes a little more difficult to change, because they are akin to a certain habit and a way of doing things. But the point there is, the younger people, who some of them don't even have phones yet, a lot of them are new to social media, a lot of them are just engaging in society yet. So we want to prepare their minds so that as they engage with the right frame of mind already. So that is why we decided to embark on this, the secondary school, so that the moment you get a phone, you already know what you're supposed to do originally.
Okay, let me start off with the sessions we had with the students. We taught them on how to detect fake news, how to be able to carry out background checks on information and piece of information they receive on social media and in public places. So with what they've learned, they are very confident. They are now media literate ambassadors, and they've been sharing their knowledge with their peers, their family members, and their community members that see there is gravity in sharing news that is not verified, because the impact and the effect is always, we've seen a lot of it all over the world and, all over the media. So they are enlightening and encouraging everyone to always stop, reflect, and verify, check facts before sharing it on public places or the social media platforms.
You're watching News Now from iBrandTV News Studios here in Lagos. We'll take a commercial break now and return with more stories. Stay with us.
Mama, you're coming to Lagos. Banga. Baby, Mama just called me now. She's coming to see you. She asked me to tell you to make banga soup for her. And she's close to the house. Oh.
How do you expect me to prepare banga in just a few minutes?
I have a solution for you.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Sabi cook the banga. No go enter my family.
Pali banga is used in making other exotic dishes such as banga jollof rice, banga eforiro, banga asaro or yam porridge, banga egusi, and many more. Pali banga is easy to open, no preservatives, no cholesterol, and no coloring. Approved by NAFDAC. Manufactured by Pali Agro Products Limited. Available in all leading stores and supermarkets nationwide.
Pali banga, natural palm fruit extracts for tasty African cuisine.
Oh boy, winning you was so easy.
I just couldn't stand those your powerful shots. That's what happened.
Really? Let's go to my place for dinner.
This fufu is so nice.
It's through unripe plantain flour.
True unripe plantain flour is delicious.
Yes, true unripe plantain flour is what I serve my husband for swallows. It's easy to prepare, fortified with vitamin A, low in sugar and cholesterol, rich in fiber that helps the heart, builds and strengthens the bone, and is energy level is boosted.
Through unripe plantain flour, no additives, 100% natural, a product of Pali Agro Products Nigeria. Through unripe plantain flour, available in all leading stores nationwide.
Swift Dry Cleaners Limited, professional dry cleaners, best in dry cleaning and laundry services, that meets the needs of our consumers. Yeah, Swift Dry Cleaners Limited. Swift Dry Cleaners Limited. Swift Dry Cleaners Limited. Swift Dry Cleaners Limited. Yeah, for clean wash and quick delivery. Yeah, Swift Dry Cleaners Limited. Swift Dry Cleaners Limited. Swift Dry Cleaners Limited. For clean wash and quick delivery.
Swift Dry Cleaners. Clean wash, quick delivery.
Welcome back. Africa News now. Ambassadors of the West African bloc ECOWAS met with the Guinean foreign minister in Conakry on Thursday, ahead of the summit that the bloc will hold next Sunday to discuss the situation in Guinea and Mali. The group that has suspended Guinea's membership and called for the junta to release former President Alpha Condé has demanded the military to call for the elections and re-establish the constitutional order in the country. In the past weeks, Colonel Mamadi Doumbouya, who led the coup and was sworn in as interim president on October, has named several ministers and appointed senior international civil servant Mohamed Bivougou as prime minister of the government that is transitioning the nation to civilian rule after the coup in September. Now, 9 anti-government factions are forming an alliance to push for a political transition in Ethiopia, 2 of the groups said on Friday, piling more pressure on Prime Minister Abiy Ahmed as rebel forces advance towards the capital. Several of the factions have armed fighters, although it was not clear whether they all do. The alliance includes political, military and diplomatic cooperation and expands an existing agreement between forces from the northern region of Tigray and the Oromo Liberation Army. One of the organizers, Yohannes Abra, told Reuters. The pact will be signed in Washington on Friday. Foreign news now. Britain will not trigger an emergency provision in its Brexit deal on Friday. Its negotiators said on arriving for talks with the European Union's appointment are aimed at overcoming disagreements over trade across the Irish border. The emergency measures, called Article 16, allows either side to take unilateral action if they deem the agreement governing post-Brexit trade is having a strongly negative impact on their interests. Britain left the bloc last year, but it has since refused to implement some of the border checks between its province of Northern Ireland and EU member Ireland that the 27-nation union says London is obliged to under their divorce deal. Now, the EU says tighter controls are necessary to protect its single market of 450 million people. Czech President Miloš Zeman expects to appoint opposition leader Petr Fiala as the new prime minister. The president said in his first public remarks since the country's October 8-9 parliamentary election. Zeman, who was rushed to hospital on October the 10th for an undisclosed condition, said in a telephone interview from hospital on Frequency 1 radio taped on Friday that he felt well and was ready to complete his mandate until 2023. Under the constitution, Zeman has the right to appoint prime ministers of his choice. Now, the 77-year-old had previously said that he would let the strongest individual party, which is outing Prime Minister Andrej Babis's ANO, the first chance to form a government, although ANO does not have any majority or partners willing to form one with it. Coming up next is business news.
Hello and welcome to Business News. I am Omobolanle Adeshuyi. In a bid to commence the implementation of its cashless policy, the Central Bank of Nigeria has reduced the cost of printing banknotes in 2020 by 16.9 million naira, showing a 28.8% decline. According to the report, the CBN has concluded upgrade of the Cash Activity Reporting Portal, CAP, for transmission of currency management data from the financial industry to the Nigerian Interbank Settlement System, NIBSS, leading to reduced paper money usage. Furthermore, the Nigerian Security Printing and Minting PLC, NSPM, remains the sole printer of the Nigerian legal tender currency, while the Central Bank of Nigeria, as a major investor, holds 89.52% of the shares in the company. The Nigeria Portal Service, NIPOST, got zero allocation from 137.2 billion naira capital votes earmarked for the Ministry of Communication and Digital Economy, as well as the 3 parastatals under it in the proposed 2022 budget. The same parastatal is also billed for unbundling into 3 agencies by the federal government next year. In the proposed 160.593 billion naira budget for the ministry, NICOMSAT, NIPOST and NIMSI, the main ministry got 85.231 billion naira for capital votes, NIMSI 46.5 billion naira, NICOMSAT 5.4 billion naira, while NIPOST has zero allocation. Minister of Communication and Digital Economy, Dr. Issa Ali Pantami, made the disclosure on Thursday while defending his ministry's 2022 budget estimate before the Joint Committee of the National Assembly on Communication. Reacting to the proposal, the chairman of the committee, Senator Oluremi Tinubu, said it was wrong for the agency not to be allocated any capital vote for 2022 fiscal year. She added that the committee may have no choice.